Adam's Retro Film Reviews. A Field in England, 2013.
Whitehead! I know you're there!
Do not concern yourself with bravery now, Whitehead. 'Tis official. You are my prisoner.
I think I have worked out what God is punishing us for. Everything.
We have the treasure!
If you do not cease, we may be blasted by an ill planet.
Recommended to me over multiple occasions and by multiple people, A Field in England is a historical psychological folk horror film written by Amy Jump and directed by BFI favourite Ben Wheatley. Starring Reece Shearsmith, Michael Smiley and featuring a brief role by Julian Barratt. Frankly, I'm judging myself harshly for only having watched this now. You can too. Set during the English Civil War, A Field in England opens on Whitehead, played by Reece Shearsmith, fleeing from the Royalist Commander Trower, played by Julian Barratt. He is saved at the last moment by Cutler, played by Ryan Pope, a soldier who's seemingly abandoned his post and soon unites with two other soldiers, Jacob, played by Peter Ferninando, and a man only addressed as Friend, played by Richard Glover. All four men have escaped the skirmish beyond by escaping through a bush of ferns, the bush serving as a barrier between them and the war beyond. Jacob and Friend express their disinterest in fighting on and are quick to accept Cutler's offer to, well, go to the pub instead. Setting off to find a nearby alehouse, Whitehead tags along for fear of death by going back, and the group set off across the fields to freedom. We find out now that Whitehead was supposed to be searching for a man, a thief by the name of O'Neill, who absconded from Whitehead's scholarly master with a number of papers detailing some form of hidden treasure or possibly magic. Along the way, Cutler prepares a weak broth for the men, making sure to add some mysterious mushrooms that soon starts to have an effect on Jacob and Friend. Whitehead, however, maintains without as he's currently fasting. The effect of the mushrooms isn't immediately obvious, however, when they reach a wooden post with a connected rope, Cutler urges the men to start pulling on it, and Jacob and Friend are quick to obey. On the other end of the rope, a man appears. It's unclear whether they pulled the man to them, or if they were instead pulled to where the man was. But in either case, Whitehead is agog to realise that the man is in fact O'Neill, the very O'Neill he was sent to recover. O'Neill, played by the incredible Michael Smiley, soon asserts his control over the group. Cutler, his willing lieutenant, forces Jacob and Friend to march as O'Neill reveals to Whitehead that the papers he stole directed him to this field to find a treasure that Whitehead will locate as a form of human divining rod. Whitehead initially refuses, leading to one of the most effective and deeply unnerving sequences I've seen in film. I won't spoil it, but the unnatural use of sound and editing accompanied by the wails and protests of the mushroom-laced Jacob and Friend is, wow. And that's basically the whole film in a nutshell. Opening on historical accuracy and down-to-earth music and filmmaking, A Field in England ends with psychedelic sequences combined with heavy and hard-hitting synth tones and drug-addled visions that see Whitehead ascend from his quivering self, while O'Neill's dark and sinister intentions drive the rest of the characters in what is both a chilling and breathtakingly deep dive into English folklore. Moments of dark comedy bubble through A Field in England, with Reece Shearsmith and Michael Smiley's performance both standing out. Honestly, this might be one of the best films I've seen in a long while, and even while I write this review, I'm fighting the urge to go back and watch the whole thing again. And possibly again, and maybe another time after that. Find it, pick it up, watch it to death.
What do you see, Friend?
Nothing. Perhaps. Only shadows.